Wow, that sounded really light. Hello, everyone. I am Brittany here at Bolder Intentions, and I'm here to do the Eclipse reading. That happened on Sunday. So it was a full moon in Pisces. So lots of mystical lunar energy. So I'm going to pull two separate sets of cards, one for A, one for B, and then I will read for, I will channel for each one and tell you the message for from now until the new moon, the energy and kind of how to work with it. So I'm going to start out by pulling two spirit animal oracle cards, which I've already done. One for A, one for B. And then I'll do my normal tarot pulls for it, and then I'll conclude it with my Moonology oracle cards that are really trying to come through. I want the light seer today. How's everybody with this eclipse energy? Right before it, it was buzzing, you know. It felt like everything just had like a buzzing to it, like a vibration, like noticeable to everybody. Everything was amped up. Everything was like ready to go, fueled up and ready to take action. So, which can a lot of the times make us feel more like aggressive or confrontational or whatnot. Okay, so this is for A. So for A's, I'm seeing a lot of hope on the horizon. And I don't know if it's like I see great things on the horizon. I don't know if you are consciously aware of this yet. Hi, Amanda. But even if, like, say you're not feeling good about a situation, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You got starfish spirit. So open to infinite possibilities. I feel like I'm seeing a oneness, like togetherness, and I haven't quite tapped into like what that means for you yet, but it's giving me a warm feeling. So I don't know if this is like a family gathering or like a friendly outing or just like the love of your community or of your people or whatever it is. But I'm feeling like a coming home warmth in the heart for you A's here with starfish spirit. You need more direction is what I'm hearing right off the bat. You want to embody this King of Wands energy. I feel like the universe and you are vibrating at the same frequency of whatever you ask for, you will get it. But I feel like it's, for you, it's disorganized. You're not quite sure what you want. The universe is like, all right, we're here to back you up and give you what you want. What was that? Oh, wait. don't want to do that. I'm very handsy and when I talk, so what the heck was I saying? So I feel like you don't really have much direction, or you're not quite sure where to go. I'm hearing like, I think you need like a plan. You have all these opportunities in front of you. I think you need to channel it down to one, or focus on one step at a time. Like I'm feeling like it's time to get down to business. Time to take step A to step B to step C. Stop, fiddle fucking around and just being like, oh, I could do this, I could do that, or, I'm drawn to this, or drawn to that, or whatever the case may be. I'm not really a super huge fan about doing these readings because I feel like it's like, well, I'm tapping into the collective energy, so it feels very like, how am I supposed to read this for all the people? But anyway, I hope it comes across as, for you A's, you that chose A, that, it's feeling in alignment with you, because you had gotten, the Three of Cups and then the King of Wands. And then you got the Strength card, but it came out upside down. I'm feeling like you're much stronger than you think, or that you give yourself credit for. You don't give yourself enough credit for how far you've come. And I think that's for a lot of us. I think a lot of us, we have goals and we're aiming for them and aiming for them and aiming for them, and then they happen. And then we get new goals and we're aiming for them and they happen. And we get new goals and so on and so forth. And then we wind up being like, why am I unhappy? I got what I want. And then, so just to reflect and look back, I do it all the time. I look back and be like, oh shit, I've come so far, from where I was just a couple years ago to where I am now. You get what I'm saying? I feel like that's kind of the mindset that a lot of people who chose A are in, is you don't think you can do it, or you don't think you'll get it, or you don't think you'll manifest it or embody it, or whatever the case may be. But it's not true. I'm paying attention a lot to the lion in the background here, and the lion in her face. And I see that as like, you have that fierceness on the inside. So why are you afraid to show it, is what I'm hearing. So the High Priestess came in and it came out upside down, and I feel this is for a lot of people. I feel like for those who chose A, it's almost like your connection to the divine is severed, or like to your intuition is severed, but not completely, but just like you're not hearing it as loudly. And I think it's because you're feeling this way about yourself. I'm feeling like a lot of like disappointment, and not regrets, disappointment, and like like defeat, like feeling defeated, like, why am I here, or why am I bothering, you know? And there's that reminder here again, that look back to where you were a year ago, 2 years ago, 5, 10, 15, and see how far you've come and how much you have succeeded since then. Because you got the 10 of Swords, so I feel like this is what you A's are feeling right now, is like, why am I bothering? You know? And you have all these possibilities. I just think maybe you need to lean more into your group, your loved ones, that can help you, to remind you of your strength, your determination, your intuition, your connection to the divine. I feel like for A's, you have so much, so much ahead for you, but you're just not seeing it, or you're not feeling it, or you've been putting in the effort and you've been waiting so long that you're like, where the fuck is it? You know, you're getting frustrated. So you're almost in that, like, hey, you know, you've been positive for so long, and now you're like, what? All right, now come on. What the fuck? Like, seriously? I get it. I feel this. I feel this one. So. And now I will pull a Moonology card to wrap this up. Communication is key. So I feel like this is almost like you're in your head so much that the only opinion you're hearing is your own. Yeah, I do too. Almost like your own opinion is speaking so loudly. Almost like, I don't want to say like secluded yourself, but just like not so much in this, which you need to, which is where I feel like this communication is key. I feel like this is all like an overthinking. So that's what this is. Talk it out with somebody. I feel like for a lot of us, things get darker in our head or more complicated. And then when we speak them out, they become clearer, whether it's someone gives us another perspective or even just like talking it out loud or writing it down and rereading it. We are like, oh, we see the other perspective. When this card first came out upside down, like I was paying attention to the fact that she was upside down a lot, kind of like the Hangman. And I was like, you know, the way her arms draping, I was kind of thinking like another perspective. So I feel like that's what you should do here. If you're feeling in the dumps about yourself, you're feeling crappy, like you're not really getting anywhere, and you're kind of frustrated, reach out to your people. Is what I'm hearing. Reach out to your people to remind you, you know, of who the fuck you are, you know, if you can't seem to do that yourself, is what I hear. Okay, now we're going to move on to B's. Bees. If you're just joining in, say hello. Maybe catching the replay. Hashtag replay. I was supposed to do this days ago. But I was like, the algorithm wants you to do it in the evening time. Well, I'm a fucking tired mom with young kids, so I wait until the evening time when they're all in bed, and then I'm like, shit, I need to go to bed. I'm fucking tired. So that happened for 3 days before I was finally like, I gotta do it when nap time is going on, or else it'll never happen. So, all right. Totally different energy for bees. For bees, hey Deanna, for bees, you gotta feel your feelings, man. You know, whatever it is that you keep stuffing down is going to come boiling back up and overflowing if you don't take care of your shit, is basically what I'm hearing here. Back in the day, my therapist used this metaphor, and I've literally used it ever since, and this was like 12 years ago. The shelf of shit, and you put the shit on the shelf, but eventually there's so much shit on the shelf that it buckles underneath the weight. Yeah, that's you. Well, Deanna, you got snake spirit along with everybody else, all other bees. Time to heal. Sorry, my boyfriend was calling me. Now is your time to heal yourself. Now is, like, I feel like this eclipse has really kicked you in the ass for you bees, harder than for you A's. I feel like things were like the snake, things were transforming, things were shedding away. I feel like everything that like wasn't working for you has just been stripped bare. And now you need to kind of focusing on where you're going to go from here. So you got the 10 of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords and the Ace of Cups. I feel like this is the vision. This is the focus. The ending. The 10 of Pentacles. The stability in money and family and home and peace and all of that. I feel like that is the goal. I feel like that is what this eclipse energy has stripped you bare for, and is moving you towards. But I'm seeing a lot of resistance, which is what the 3 of Swords is saying. I feel like a lot of us wallow in, I don't want to say wallow in like our self-pity, but like we let, as human beings, and this is a fact, we allow our emotions to dictate a lot of our actions, and we get stuck on things. Like a lot of things that we could like present, process, move on, we as humans make it complicated. And I feel like, so for this whole process for yourself, you are the one making it complicated for yourself because you are resisting. Stop resisting. And then the Ace of Cups came out right after. I feel like you resisting your own change, your own healing, your own evolution is going to keep you from the vision, and this will never come to you. But it's right on the other side of releasing control. Let's pull 2 more. I feel like you haven't seen the whole picture yet. I don't know what that means. Four huge things happened over the weekend with my kids and grandmother and my surgeries. No, one was like, it's okay, it's not being. I was telling people that. No. Yeah. Yeah. I can't tell. So you got the Seven of Swords. But I feel like it's just, there's more you're not seeing, or there's more to the picture, or something hasn't been revealed yet. It's, because then you got the Two of Swords. I feel like I need to pull another one to... For bees, what is bee trying to tell me now? Oh, jeez. Come on out at once, why won't ya? The Queen of Swords. All right. I feel like this is like you're torn, because I feel like this is a thing on control, in the sense that, like, I can't see the end result, and therefore almost like you're frozen in place, because you're like, well, if I take a step forward, it could be bad because I can't see the end result, so I'll just stay where I am. It's kind of like almost like the indecisive, like if you describe someone who's indecisive, you know, like that goes to the store and they're like, oh, I want this, oh, I don't know, maybe I want this, you know. I feel like this possibility of it going wrong is what's kind of holding you back from moving forward. I feel strongly that like this is what the energy that you should be embodying going forward. I feel like, so, you know, eclipse season has come. It is here. It is upon us. It is not holding back, and it is ready to take all of the shit and leave all of the good shit, right? So we've been, us bees here have been stripped bare, and now we need to come back to ourselves in order to see the path forward. I'm hearing, like, because it's the Ace of Cups, I feel like it's, I keep putting my hand on my chest. It's something from the heart, so it's like soul-led. But I'm feeling like this is the energy you need to embody in, like, the ice cold, strong, you know, I'm not quite sure how to put it, but like Well, I only do A and B, so there is no C. So, like, this is the, we're still on B. Like, this whole thing is B. Again, I feel like, just like with A's, like it's you're in your head. So now let me, you know, put my little tinsel hat on. Right now, as a lot of us know, a lot of the attacks are psychological or psychic attacks are in the astral world, are happening when we sleep. It's all in like our brain, right? So the fact that both of these are kind of both saying like spiraling in your own head, for both of them, they're different directions, they're different things, whether you chose A or B, but both of them are kind of spiraling, and A is asking you to kind of lean into your community, your friends, your family, your loved ones, and B is saying to kind of like hold your ground, but like embody this, like the strongest version of yourself. Like think logically to try and get out of your own head. So I'm going to pull a Moonology card for B's. Oh boy. Deanna, I hope you're still listening. So you got full moon in Virgo, and it is you are good enough. And I feel like this is a message to B's because you have been stripped to the core. You know, it's almost like you feel like, you know, the tower moment, or you've been thrown in a hole and you're looking up and you still have the hole to climb out of, let alone the mountain to climb. And I feel like this is coming in to say, you can do it. You've got it. And you'll make it because you're good enough. And that is for these. And there goes all my cards. So that is the reading for the eclipse, full moon eclipse in Pisces. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to message me. Please like and share if you feel called to do so. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time in 2 weeks for the new moon reading. And bye.